So I did something, um, and I'm just doing this because I can. Um, I just needed to do this for myself. Um, and if you would like to help me out, you can help me with what I've done. This is who I truly am. I'm Shannyforchrist. It's what I truly am, is Shannyforchrist. Because Jesus means everything to me. Jesus is keeping me alive. He puts angels out there to help you with food and even help you with cigarettes. There are angels out there to help you when you're at your most need. And I have no doubt that Jesus is behind it all. I believe Jesus Christ is coming imminent. I think he's coming very, very, very soon. I am seeing the book of Revelation go into play. We've already got past the mark. We already got past that. Anyone who took the mark, because I don't know what that does to your salvation, okay? I'm not going to speak on that because the Bible doesn't really speak on your salvation if you took the mark, okay? Because I think God understands that a lot of people were forced to do it. I believe when Trump becomes president, and I think he will, I don't support him, by the way. But in the book of Revelation, it says that the false prophet only has 30 minutes. So he only has power for 30 minutes. So, and I think he's capable of doing really mean things. You know, he says that if you go at him, he'll come at you. Like, dude, you need to chill out. Like, his pride, his ego has really gotten the best of him. But yet people are like, there's no one better for president right now. And I honestly, this is my opinion, and I'm considered an independent, alright? But I'm thinking it in a totally different way. You know, I'm thinking that the best person who can qualify as president other than Trump, because it's like he's gonna be in jail while president of the United States, unless he pardons himself, which I think he'll absolutely do. And then he's just gonna go after everyone. Now, like I said before, I am considered an independent, okay? But I think the best person who should be president is Mike Pence. Because in reality, Mike Pence saved this country from a dictator. He really did. He really was like, no, I am a law constitutional lawyer. I can't break the Constitution just so my friend You know, someone I call on Christmas to say Merry Christmas. I honestly believe Mike Pence would do good for this country. He would listen. Now, I know the women's rights thing is going to continue to be taken away from us women. Let's just be honest. And I'm kind of scared about that. I'm glad I'm in Pennsylvania because they promised to protect women's rights here. But if I ever got pregnant, I have a high chance of it being ectopic because I had my tubes tied. So I have a higher chance of having a pregnancy that way. And if I require, and it's heartbreaking when it happens, you know, you discover you're pregnant and then discover you can't carry it full term because you're going to die. It's a hard decision. It's like, but you're going to kill the baby too if you die. So it's like the baby's going to die anyway. So it's like you have to take a dead body out of a woman. You might as well do it while, you know, it's little instead of a huge baby growing inside a woman and then you have to remove it. I mean, and it's dead. So it's like, I really am like heartbroken over the rights being taken from us, because that scenario I just said is horrifying, and it's what women go through, and it's, we gotta keep our rights if that happens. It's just the life of the mother is important, you know. I don't even think they should consider it abortion. I think it should be considered a miscarriage, because that's what it is. It's a miscarriage, you know. But like I'm just disappointed how the United States is going right now, you know, and how they're going like anti-LGBT and anti-trans. It's like, leave the trans alone. People who are trans, the majority of them have really high depression, and they've gone through a lot of trauma in their life. People who are trans, just, they're very traumatized in a lot of ways. And even with themselves, they're traumatized because they're not in the right body. Like, if your mind is like, I'm female, and your body says I'm male, that's it. It's just a horrible like place to be. That's why the surgeries are important, and the acceptance of them is important. It's not because you want to be trans. It's because people who are trans exist, and they deserve compassion and understanding too. Like, this whole like apathetic, we're gonna dismay people who exist, and we're gonna be just mean-spirited toward people who we just for some reason have a problem with. I just like, it needs to stop, that whole line of thinking. It needs to stop. People deserve compassion and understanding, you know, like the old adage says, you get more with honey than vinegar. Like, love, caring, compassion, empathy, these are the things that we should really strive for instead of anything else, because you'll feel better as a person, I'll feel better as a person, instead of prejudging people who don't need to be judged. They just need to be who they are. You know? I'm just at the point in my life where I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to love the people around me, even the people that annoy me. I'm learning to love them by being apathetic. Or not apathetic, but by being empathic, being compassionate. I am learning to forgive people on a whole different stance. Does that mean they don't deserve justice? Absolutely not. Everyone, if you do something wrong, you should get the punishment, and you should use that opportunity to grow from it, to learn from it, to do better. You know, recover. It's that simple. Like, recover, heal. Not everything has to be fought. Some things can just be explained. And I'm just really grateful to myself that I've learned how to do this. I even have compassion for Trump right now. Even though he's a piece of poo-poo. You know, and a liar. And he has no integrity. Absolutely no integrity, other than protecting his pride. That's the only thing he has integrity for. Is keeping his pride. He's number one. He's the best. That just like, ugh. I could imagine how apathetic that man is. Like, he just lets everyone get his punishment, you know, for him. Like, he's ruined so many careers. He's stole so much money from people before by not paying them for their services. He's a bad person. And it doesn't seem like anything can humble this guy. And I'm just like, I'm looking at Trump with just like serious, like, psychological fascination of his mind. Like, how can a man have so much pride like that? Because, see, I was not born to have pride. I was that black sheep in the family. I was the one who was abused. I was the one who was always shit to people, always the butt of jokes. And what? Oh. Like, I just don't understand how Trump does not respect anything or anyone, not even a judge. It's fascinating to watch because I love abnormal psychology. I love criminal psychology at the same time. Like, you've seen me do the crime videos. I may bring that to this channel, and we could watch some crime videos and I'll comment on it. That sounds a lot of fun. So you want Biden for president again? No. No, I think Mike Pence would be the best candidate as president. I think he's mature, he's caring, he's compassionate. Biden, he needs to retire. Same with Mitch McConnell. And Nancy Pelosi is almost done, so she can retire. Like, they're old, and they're like the only people who are willing to like do this job. And I just think it's time to retire the people. Like, have it, like, you know how we have in the Constitution, like, you have to be 37 in order to run for president?
35.
Or 35?
I think 35, yeah.
35? Okay. Why don't they have a limit on how old you can be? So we don't, like, suffer the geriatrics to, like, this stress. They don't need it at that age. They need to just enjoy the rest of their lives that they have, frankly. That's my opinion. Okay? Plus it protects people from people who's starting to suffer from dementia, which Trump may be suffering from the beginnings of dementia, and that's why he's so, like, loony. Like, and why he lashes out over the littlest thing. You see what he said to Nancy Pelosi? Just because she said he looked like a sad little puppy? Holy crap. He said, you're gonna burn in hell. Like, I was like, what the... Wow, that's an overreaction. That's a trauma response. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm moving on with my life, you know. I'm just doing what I need to do in life. You know, but you guys are cool. You guys are cool. Do you think Biden respects the American people with how he's ruining the country? I don't think Biden is ruining the country. I think everything happened because it's organic. COVID. I think that's why inflation is the way it is COVID. Like, they're not pumping out products like they used to. So, I don't know. Like, Biden, he is doing things for the infrastructure, and he is lowering inflation. It's not the best right now, but it is slowly going down. He's trying to do his best, you know, just the standard milk and toast president. That's what he is. But I ain't gonna hate on the guy or be angry at him. And I think that's something that the Trumpers started doing, is just getting angry at the other side instead of it just being politics. And they decided to go personal with people. You know, I don't think it's right to go personal with people like that. It's like, their business is their business. Leave them alone. But we could go on the issues instead of going on like personal attacks. They're a terrible person, blah, 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 blah. We can't do that. I thought you were awake and the Dems don't provoke hate. Not as bad as the frickin' Republicans. But see, you are having this right-left paradigm and thinking that just because I'm an independent, I'm not associated with either Democrat or Republican. I think for myself. So, like, I am watching, and I don't think the Democrats are doing anything right now to promote hate. A lot of them are speaking about we need more compassion in the world, which we do, instead of being angry at everything. Like, can we please have like some emotional control? And this is a borderline saying it. We need emotional control and not let our emotions get the best of us when you're trying to explain something to someone. But then again, what I am who I am. You watch too much TV news, I think. Okay, bye. Wow.
No, that's fine to have that view. Because if I put myself in my body 6 years ago, if I heard you talking like that, I'd be like, you're a Democrat.
No, I'm not.
But you talk like one. You do. And these videos, like the people we watch, like Midas Touch, who I like, okay? Young Turks, who I like.
But I also watch Fox. I watch it all.
Well, you get clips of people like Ben Shapiro and stuff with who Hasanabi.
Yeah, I watch it all.
Yeah.
And I'm just being honest that the angry ones right now seems to be the Republicans. I'm not saying Dems don't get angry and act like assholes. Of course they do.
That's right.
Of course they do. But but they're not doing it right now. So I think that's good. Maybe they're going in the right way, where morality is the way to go instead of lies, hate, corruption, conjecture, rumors, rumor mongering, that type of stuff, that type of attitude, that needs, that's not good for society.
And the proof is in the pudding. Because when a Republican comes and they have something to say against, like the Democrats come and say to the Republicans, what the hell is the deal? And you got a president that's a criminal. And then they go, well, what, Hunter Biden? That's the proof they got nothing on the other side. They're not doing anything. That's why the Democrats look like they're just...
Well, it has something to... Well, with Hunter Biden, it has something to do with the taxes. But the Trump organization got in trouble for tax fraud. So why are they going against Hunter so hard when Trump didn't even... He got a slap on the wrist for that.
Because they say it's a weaponized DOJ.
Yeah.
With a different standard.
Yeah.
Because they hate Trump and they want to get
Yeah,
Trump.
but they treat him so much better than everyone else.
That's true.
Like, they're sucking, like, it's just gross. It's like, dude, like, can he be treated like an actual person being in jail? Like, if it was a little person, can he be treated the same way? No, he doesn't, because he was the president. Like, like, put him in handcuffs. Let him know how that freaking feels to be shackled. Put him in jail. Let people be yelling at him and screaming at him and scaring Jesus into him. Like, he's never gonna learn if you keep stopping the spanking and just being like, no, Trump, you can't do this now. And then letting him go free. We can't. He needs to be spanked hard. Because he has way too much pride. Way too much pride. And he's gotten away with so much. So much. And, you know, I know there's people that support Trump, okay? Like, I know there's people that support Trump, but I cannot support that man. Like, he's just not a good man. Not a good person. Like, he just talks so horribly to people. So horribly to people and condescends down to them. And that's just no way to talk to someone. That's so inappropriate. It's inappropriate. It's not good for society. It's not civilized. And if there was a Democrat acting like Trump, I would feel the same way. He needs to be spanked. I would feel the same way. You know? Whatever. You know, I'm independent because I take no side. You know? I'm independent because I want to evaluate things before I make a choice. You know? And Biden is not a choice for me, and Trump isn't a choice for me. I don't want any of them. I think Mike Pence seems like he might just be a boring president that just does his job. And he follows the rules. He does. He demonstrated that he follows the rules. And we kind of need that. You know? And maybe he could shake things up and have a Democratic VP, you know? Make his VP, let's look at the Democratic side, okay? Because I want Mike Pence as president, actually. What would be a good VP for Mike Pence? Democrat. I'd say AOC, because she challenged him. Mike Pence and AOC. Or like, I wouldn't mind Jamie Raskin. I'd vote for him for president. He's awesome, but he doesn't want that power. You know, he's not going to be, you know, run for Congress. So he says he's right exactly where he wants to be. And that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah. I don't want Biden or Trump. I want someone who can be reasonable.
Yeah, if it's Biden and Trump again for this election, I'm just not going to vote again.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, I don't want them. But I think Mike Pence and AOC would be awesome.
If Mike Pence was on the ticket, I would vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd vote for Mike Pence. I would.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Trump, no, I'm not going to vote
No.
at all then. If
No.
Trump is the nominee, which it looks
No.
like he's going to be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and so it's Brandon and Trump again. So I'm not
Yeah.
voting.
No.
That is another. I'm skipping this time too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want it. I don't want either one.
No.
But I don't know. What do you think of those ideas? But subscribe on YouTube. Have a lot of fun. Let's see if they cancel me again. Either way, I don't care. I'm always going to be Shannyforchrist. No matter what. So, I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. And remember to be kind. Be nice to people. If they're being mean to you, try to understand them. Try to figure out where that anger is, coming from. You know what I mean? I love you guys. Peace, Maranatha. You have a great, wonderful day, folks.